Hey, welcome back. I am trying something new, and I'm going to see if it works. We'll see. If it doesn't work, you won't see this, and I'll have to re-record. But if it does work, then you might have a little bit better quality audio and video from me. We shall see. But as you can see, I already have Amberlynn up here on the screen. And we have a new video from her titled Rumors Drama, Getting Lymphedema Surgery. What was the rest of it? And Scared to Lose Weight, Part 2. Alright. So, lymphedema surgery, from everything that I've read about lymphedema and the surgery for it, it would be liposuction. That's what I've read can be done to remove it. But maybe she has some other information to give us, and there's been all kinds of random rumors and drama in her Instagram stories, the questions. I have a couple of screenshots here and there that I've been able to capture, because they're only available for like an hour, I think. But we'll see if what I'm doing works, and yeah, we'll go ahead and hop on in here.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this one might be a little shorter than the last one. I guess we'll see when it comes to like editing and stuff. Oh my god, my hair. Girl, I know you guys will say she looks the same as always, but everyone's their own worst enemy. I posted.
Okay, so I noticed during editing that Amber's words and her lips aren't syncing up. I'll need to figure out the offset that I need to select when I'm doing the recording. But for this video, just bear with me. Maybe don't watch her face while she speaks, and maybe the lips being out of sync won't bother you so much. She does look the same as always, just like, I look like crap today. I need to wash my hair. You know, I'm looking a little worse for wear today myself.
Another community post asking you guys to ask me some questions and whatnot. So we're gonna answer a few of those for today's video. I'm sorry that there's like no vlogs and stuff. Like, that's definitely understandable, I hope, because your girl can't walk correctly. I mean, I can walk and all that. People are asking like, can you walk at all? Yes, but what I'm assuming is a high ankle sprain based on the
I'm not sure how the audio volume levels are going to be, so we'll have to see. I've also noticed you can see a lot more of my office / geek room with this camera, so we'll see how everything pans out.
fact that my leg is now hurting a little bit, like the pain is radiating up to my leg. Oh, by the way, I did talk to my primary care doctor, and she said that, you know, everything I'm experiencing and what I'm doing is perfect, and what I'm experiencing is normal for a high ankle sprain, which means I tore the ligaments that are more higher, like above the ankle, which is harder to heal. She said that what I'm doing is perfect, but if I notice that in like 3 more weeks, like there's no improvement, then I need to take more further steps and see more specialists and stuff like that. So today is day 9 of this happening. This did happen on August 16th, Tuesday night. And it's been over a week now, and I can say walking has gotten easier. Walking obviously hurts, but what I noticed that hurts the most is when I'm sitting like in a chair. I mean, I haven't really sat in a chair. I've obviously sat in the toilet and I've sat on my bed, but when I sit in that position when my feet are on the ground, that is when it hurts the most. Look at this baby. Yeah, so
I'm not sure if I'm placing my foot down on the ground. I'm not sure if that's because of the placement of it. Maybe I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Needy. Oh my god, I love her so much. Okay, now I'm just like totes rambling about my ankle, but I just want to give like random updates for you guys. I'm still icing it, resting, elevating, not putting, you know, too much weight on it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Now let's get into some of these.
That's good. You know, it's gonna take several weeks to heal, unfortunately. You know, I hope she heals quickly. I really do. Having a sprained ankle is no fun. having difficulty walking is definitely no fun. I've been there. I've injured my ankle in the past as well.
Questions. Would you consider talking through your stories and poems and explaining them? You don't like writing advice, but maybe you could explain your writing, and that might give a lick of understanding to people. Maybe I could do that.
I don't know if that would help anybody's opinion any, to be honest.
know my poetry from years ago is so bad and so cringy, and something I'm actually thinking of doing is taking those long-winded, cringy, horrible poems and transferring them into the person I am today and the writer that I am today, because my writing today is so drastically different to the way that I used to write. So I was kind of thinking about, you know, taking a poem, rewriting it, and doing like a before and after, and maybe sharing that with you guys. I think that would be really fun because I love poetry. I've always loved poetry, but the way that I write is so different from how I used to write, and I don't really share.
So different, because Watermelon Kisses is just her new masterpiece. We haven't seen that poem though.
Any current poetry. I've shared a couple things and people have really loved and enjoyed that, but like my old stuff, totes cringy. People make fun of it.
You know, everybody has to start somewhere. I think Amber could really benefit from taking maybe some writing classes, since she loves to write so much. Some people are just naturally good at it, and some people learn techniques and things by studying other poets, by taking classes in how to write. Like, I'm not a very good creative writer. I have a degree in English, but I'm not a good creative writer. When I was a little kid, I was pretty good. But then the older I got, like in college, I just can't do it anymore. I ended up getting my master's degree in technical communication. So I'm better at technical writing these days. I do blog and stuff, but it's yeah, creative writing is a different kind of animal. Being able to develop characters and evoke emotion and development in the characters. And when it comes to poetry, being able to also evoke emotion in your readers, you know, it's a skill. I mean, yeah, I can write a poem. Is it going to be good? No. Uh, but I think Amberlynn has a passion for it. I just think she needs to learn better technique, put it that way.
Make fun of it, so I completely understand. But yeah, that could be something I would be interested in, because I write a lot in like metaphors. It used to be so much worse, and a lot of people are like, well, what does this mean? So I understand why you'd want me to explain my writing a little bit more, so that could be something I do in the future. Would you ever consider if you guys hear my cat purring, she's literally purring, making bread on my arm. Would you ever consider talking more about your childhood, telling stories or something similar? I feel like a lot of people, myself included, could find something relatable or insightful in that. I have thought.
I don't think she will, because she'd be afraid people would use it against her. Which brings up that drama thing. I think there was something, I saw somebody say something in the Instagrams about Jordy, I think he's a YouTuber, had said something like he felt that Amberlynn was inferring that she had been, I don't, well, I'm not monetized, but she had been maybe molested or something by her father as a child, which Amberlynn has never said that. I've never got that impression from her, but apparently that was brought up, and I think it was Jordy that did it, according to what I read. So that might be the drama she's going to address. So I don't know if Amberlynn would want to address anything in her childhood because of the possible assumptions that people might make.
About sharing more about my past, but I just feel like, especially like the serious stuff, I don't know, I'm super vulnerable like when it comes to that. Like, I share a lot with you guys, and everything I say either gets twisted, nitpicked, I'm called a liar, etc. And I feel like when it comes to my childhood, I kind of refrain from sharing majority of it. I know you guys have heard a lot of it, but just imagine there's so much that I haven't told you that I'm scared to tell you. I'm not sure that I should, because I know people are super just into, you know, theories and conspiracies and twisting everything I say. And I find that to be very frustrating. And I don't want my childhood and the trauma that I went through to be a topic of discussion in that regard.
It's understandable.
Because I feel like it's inappropriate, I feel like it's rude, I feel like it's triggering, and I just don't like it. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Have you considered getting weights so you can at least keep your arms active while you're sitting in bed all day? I actually have not thought of getting weights, but I do have like armbands and such, so I do have that. But maybe I could get some weights. That's probably actually a really good idea. I have been doing like these like punch exercises and like arm ups. My girlfriend's trying to support me through all that, because you know what? A couple hours ago, I had another emotional anxiety breakdown, and I've been feeling very defeated, honestly. And she's trying her best to, you know, be like, babe, it's okay, and just support me in any way that she can. When it comes to physical stuff, she's definitely trying to support me with like arm exercises and things like that. But yeah, this is honestly, like, physically it fucking sucks, but mentally it's been torture. Like torture. I feel trapped mentally. And
I understand that not being able to do stuff when you want to is very frustrating and very hard mentally, because it's like when I didn't have my car for several weeks and wasn't able to go places, it was like, man, well, I could go here, could go there. And even though it might not be something that I would normally do, it's like, well, now that I can't do it, I want to do it. So being able, you know, kind of being stuck where she can't move very much is like, well, now I can't get up and do stuff even if I wanted to.
Physically, and it's just horrible. Can you accept that your weight, although it may not have to do with your initial trip, absolutely affected how severe your injury was because of physics, and how you're able to recover, not being able to use crutches, boots, scooter?
I don't think it affected the severity of her injury. That was just how it twisted and how it bent. It will affect the recovery, though, because like she's saying here, she's not able to use crutches or a boot or one of those little knee scooty thingies,
etc. Okay, so in my first video talking about my injury, I made it very apparent that I am completely aware of the fact that the way that I heal and what I'm doing to heal is very much because of my weight. I was the first one to bring that to the YouTube attention. Like, so you guys don't have to tell me that. Yes, I'm very aware. I can't use crutches because I can't hold my body strength. You know, that's why I have to use a cane. You know, I can't wear a boot or a cast because they don't make them for people my size, which I feel like they should. That's very important because people my size do fall. People with lymphedema do fall. I just do not believe that my weight plays a role in the actual injury. I was vlogging, I was walking, and I stepped off of the curb. Literally it. That is one of the most common ways. Google it, do research, talk to your doctor, do anything you need to, but that is one of the most common ways that people tear ligaments in their ankle, is stepping off of curbs. And I did it without acknowledging that I was doing it because I wasn't paying attention.
I pulled ligaments in my ankle playing tennis back in college. And then I was at, a few years ago, I was at a park with my ex-girlfriend, and I stepped in a hole and sprained the shit out of my ankle.
So no, I do not blame my weight for the injury, but I blame my weight, and I will be blaming my weight for the prolonged healing process. I just hate that, like, my weight is brought up in every sort of situation. It just becomes really frustrating because it's like, I'm more than my weight. I am a human being. And I just feel like when people, a lot of you, not all of you, but I feel like a lot of you just look at me as a fat, morbidly obese, lazy ass bitch. Like, that's how I feel. And that's just not, that's not it. There's so much more to me than my weight. I could have very well been injured because my shoes were unstable. Like, it could have been anything, but for some reason people are like, no, it's because of your weight, while there's thousands and thousands of skinny people weekly getting the same exact injury the same exact way that I did. My cat right now is laying on my leg, resting her cute little head on my arm. I love my animals. I've had people ask me on Instagram, like, do you notice, like, your animals, like, are they worried about you? Are they acting stressed out? I notice, like, my animals are always so loving and so obsessed with me, and they're keeping the same energy. I don't really notice a stress. I do notice that when I'm walking, Twinkie looks at me. I think she knows, like, okay, mama, why are you walking so weird? Why are you using a cane? But I don't notice, like, any stresses with them, which is so good because I know that, like, animals can pick up on that. But they're still just loving on me, being cute little babies, sleeping on the bed with me, and yeah. She's so sweet. She's making bread. I love her. Do you think we, in parentheses, actual supporters, will ever get couple content? Like your girlfriend does your makeup or anything like that? See, this is hard for me because it's like, I would love for you guys to meet my girlfriend, but her and I both agree that this is just not a safe place for her. And the way that people have conspirized, is that a word? Amberisms, the way that people like theorize and like make up rumors and like things like that when all you guys have literally seen is.
Well, I think it's because you've been dishonest about it. I mean, we are 99.9% sure this is still jade, but yet you've tried to insist that it's not. It's fine that she doesn't want to be on camera or be known. That's absolutely fine. But the fact that you keep lying about who she is whenever we all know that it's still jade is just absurd. And it makes people not trust you.
Like her hand, her arm, her legs, like the way that you guys have already treated her is, when I say you guys, I am specifically talking about a large portion of like the hater nation. The way that you guys have already treated her has been kind of horrific. So I don't want her involved in that. I protect the people I love. Like when my mom was here, for a couple months during my whole cancer story, like she was totally fine with being on camera. She was like, yeah, I'll be in your videos, but I would not allow it. I protect those I love, and I'm not going to put my girlfriend through that anytime soon. If it wasn't for the craziness that surrounds my channel, we would definitely be more open to her being in my videos, 100%. But right now it's just, I don't want it to damage her mental health, the way she is as a person. I don't want it to ruin her confidence as a person. I know that the comments and some of the people who follow me are insanely horrible.
There are some awful people, I'll give her that. But I think a lot more people would be supportive. Does that make sense?
Like to the extreme. And I just want to protect her from that. And obviously there's other personal reasons that we don't want her in my videos currently. I do have her in some of my vlogs, like her voice and stuff like that. I know a lot of you do enjoy that and it's appreciated.
I love you, baby.
Those who are frustrated with that, I do find that to be kind of odd because it's me just respecting what she wants. And I'm also respecting what I promised myself and what I promised her. And for those of you who respect us and our decisions and are accepting and patient regarding that, I appreciate you guys so much. Are you planning on getting surgery for lymphedema removal? My boyfriend also has lymphedema and we've been looking into therapy/surgery. Sorry you're suffering with it too. Tell your boyfriend he's in my thoughts because I know how rough this is, especially trying to find treatment. And the fact that it's not curable is the part that really messes with my head because it's like most things are curable. There's a medicine you could take or something you could do for it, but lymphedema is one of those things that you're stuck with forever. I do have a close friend of mine who did have lymphedema and she got it removed, but she still suffers with lymphedema. So it's, even a surgery can't fully take it away. But it's weird that you asked this because I have been trying to learn more about surgery when it comes to lymphedema. I do believe that it's insanely invasive. It's a very, very invasive surgery, so that kind of scares me. But if you guys look at the pros and cons, if I look at the pros and cons, based on how bad lymphedema is versus the invasiveness of the surgery, I think that for some people, surgery for lymphedema is the right choice. Other times it's like, is it really worth it? I think more so than anything, your boyfriend, I don't know really what he's going through, but I know that people with lymphedema, I know this is like, why am I giving advice? Because I've had lymphedema for years and I haven't even done this. You should see a lymphedema specialist. I know I need to. My doctor is referring me to one, which I'm super freaking excited because it's like every doctor I see, they know what lymphedema is, but they don't know, you know, that's why there's a specialist for that. So I'm excited because like I want to ask all the questions. I want to learn more knowledge. I want to know everything about lymphedema. I want to know what I can do to fix this. I have been doing lymphedema massages, so I don't know if your boyfriend is doing that at all or you could help him with that. I noticed that it helps a lot with the fluid and the swelling. So definitely look into that. There's actually lymphedema massage like kits that you can get on Amazon, which is really cool. So I recently bought some. Maybe I can show you guys in a future video. So let me know. But yes, very interested in learning more about the surgery as well. Does the idea of actually losing the weight and needing to maintain the weight loss scare you? Yes. I sometimes have these moments where I'm like, every single day for the rest of my life, I have to choose to be on track. That thought is terrifying because it's like...
I would disagree. You know, once she loses the weight and gets to more maintenance weight, she can start eating more of what she wants. I mean, of course, she can't just, go back to eating 5,000, 6,000 calories a day because that's how she got to where she is. But, if she wants to have a day where she goes to the Cheesecake Factory, well, she doesn't like the orange chicken anymore, but, where she has her seafood boil or something, it's you don't have to have a salad every single day for the rest of your life once you lose the weight. Is what I'm trying to say, is you don't have to do that.
My whole life, I haven't been able to stay on track. So what makes me think that one day it's just going to click and I'm going to be on track for the rest of my life, able to lose weight and maintain? It's hard. It's scary. Yeah, it's a scary thought, but it's
Sorry, I keep yawning. But also, she has a binge eating disorder that she has to recover from. I mean, that's going to be a lifelong struggle.
possible. You know, just because it's scary, just because it's hard, it doesn't mean it's not possible. Why did you say you weren't the one striking channels only to admit on Instagram that it was you and you do it again? So again, this is through the rumor mill, because I have admitted and I have said 1,000 different times that I did copyright strike a channel. I have admitted that, I have shared that, I am not afraid to admit that or share that.
Yeah, she copyright struck Apathetic Facts, and then she's been saying on Instagram, I should strike all these other channels.
So me mentioning it on Instagram is no different than the several videos that I talked about it. So I don't know what you're talking about. I never once said that I didn't do that, because I had a whole video literally titled that I copyrighted strike somebody. So this is again just more rumors, and it's just frustrating. Like, this whole rumor thing lately has been so insane, because so many people are like, I don't watch your videos on your channel. I watch them through reaction channels, and every single reaction channel has their own opinions, and they twist things that I say, and they create different narratives. So people aren't getting full information from me. Instead, they're getting information through reaction channels, and I'm like,
well, sorry, I need to adjust in my chair. They're getting your video still. There might be some pieces clipped out if we don't include it, but you're also getting somebody's opinion and perspective, and maybe other information, perhaps.
y'all, it's just like rumors after rumors. It's insane. And no wonder why people think I'm lying. Like, this is a perfect prime example. Okay, so this is gonna be the last question for now. Have you been recognized in public? Was it a good or bad experience? How often does it happen? I have been recognized easily over 100 times at this point, and every single time it has been a good experience. It always starts with, are you Amberlynn Reed from YouTube?
Well, it's kind of hard for her to be someone else. She's pretty noticeable.
Or are you on YouTube? Everyone always asks that. It's like they're never really like truly confident. Like, is this Amberlynn? I don't know. But yeah, every experience has been good. There's the usual, oh my god, can I give you a hug? Can we take a picture? I've had people ask for my autograph, which actually the first time I was recognized in public with my girlfriend, someone asked for my autograph, and my girlfriend was like, oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening. So I thought that was funny. And like, I was recognized in public several times when my mom was here to visit, and my mom was just like, my daughter's famous. I'm like, Mom, no. If you guys knew my mom, you guys would be obsessed with her. Like, everyone loves my mom. Everybody, it's crazy. But yeah, it's always really good experience. I've never had a bad one. So if you guys ever see me in public, definitely come up to me. I am probably more nervous than you are. I'm a very nervous, social anxiety, shy person, but I'm also very kind, and don't worry, like, definitely come up to me. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna end this video. It gives me time to like talk to you guys more, because my vlogs have been very like just like one-sided lately, and I think it's fun to like communicate with you guys, especially things that you guys are curious about. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
All right. Well, that was, I guess, something. We'll see if this actually recorded. If it did, then you'll be seeing this. If not, you'll be seeing a different video. But yeah, a few more questions Amberlynn decided to answer from her YouTube community tab. I've looked at a couple of things on her Instagram. Apparently she's pissed that Alex is shook now. Apparently he said something in his last video or a recent video that she didn't like, and now she's pissed that Alex is shook and is no longer standing him, I guess. But I don't know. I don't really have anything more to say or add to this. Just a few questions she answered. So I hope you all have a lovely rest of the week and have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, be safe and take care.